trusted news source, ABC6 News at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Our top story today at noon is the economy. The GDP numbers are out, and they are better than economists expected. The gross domestic product growing 2.6%, marking the first quarter this year that the U.S. economy has actually grown. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest.
The U.S. economy grew at an annual rate of 2.6% in the third quarter, better than economists expected, according to the gross domestic product report out today. This new snapshot of the American economy is a sharp reversal from the last two quarters, where the nation's GDP shrunk 1.6% in the first quarter and 0.9% in the second quarter.
One definition of a recession is two back-to-back quarters of economic declines. However, the body that oversees and officially calls whether or not we're in a recession looks at additional factors.
Those factors include the jobs market, which has generated 3.8 million jobs this year, and experts say is still historically strong, as well as the unemployment rate, which sits at 3.5%, near historic lows. Consumer spending rose by 0.4%, but was down 0.1% from the previous quarter.
Look at what we were spending on. It was things like travel, hotels, experiences, not so much the things we were all buying during the pandemic.
Mortgage rates have also more than doubled in the last year, hitting 7.08%, the highest in 2 decades, with new home sales dramatically slowing. But inflation, though down from this summer, still averaging 8.2%, near 40-year highs. And after 5 consecutive interest rate hikes this year to lower inflation, the Federal Reserve is still warning those hikes could bring pain in the form of higher unemployment and possibly a recession.
Economists are predicting a recession in the next 12 months, but one that could be weak and less long than typical.
The Federal Reserve is still expected to raise interest rates another 0.75 percentage point next week. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
And we turn now to the weather. We might as well put a breaking news on this, Chels. We're seeing the sun today, which is something we haven't seen for a couple of days. It is just an absolutely gorgeous day out there, Chels.
Yeah, here we are Thursday afternoon. It was Sunday that the clouds started to roll in, and obviously the last few days have just been pretty dreary. Many of us saw some sun popping through yesterday afternoon, but today has been a sunny day from start to finish, and it's still a mild day outside. Temperatures are in the mid-60s right now. Breeze is coming in from the north-northwest, close to 15 miles per hour, and that's bringing in much more comfortable air. Yesterday was downright humid outside. We had dew points in the mid to upper 60s range. So to see the dew points coming down into the low 50s range leaves us with much more of a fall feel out there today. Temperatures again still above average, mid to upper 60s right now. The average high is 60 degrees. We are a little bit cooler in most spots compared to yesterday at this time, with the exclusion of far eastern Mass, which was really socked in under clouds and rain yesterday. But we are looking at a cooler afternoon than yesterday. Still really warm. Satellite radar image shows you the dry, quiet, clear conditions. You'll see that breeze continuing out of the north-northwest through the remainder of the afternoon. And then from there, once we lose the daylight, the temperatures start to drop pretty quickly. We have a real chilly night ahead of us, dropping down to where we should be for this time of year by tomorrow morning. I'll have much more in your full forecast in just a few minutes. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thank you. Well, the search for a missing 16-year-old girl in Rainham, Colleen Weaver, continues. Over a week since she first went missing from her home in the middle of the night back on October 18th. And now tonight, the community is set to come together for a vigil to pray for her safe return. ABC6 News reporter Yanni Triguelis is live in Rainham at the First Congressional Church, where that vigil will take place tonight. Yanni?
Good afternoon, Doreen. Well, take a look here on Orchard Street in Rainham. You can see purple ribbons and missing persons signs scattered all across the town as the community has come together to try to find missing 16-year-old Colleen Weaver. Now tonight, as you said, also coming together for a vigil here at the First Congressional Stone Church to try to pray and for the safe return of Colleen Weaver. All this as police continue to search for where the missing 16-year-old may be, who has been missing since October 18th. 18th after police say she left her home between 1 and 4 a.m. and hasn't been seen since. Search now expanding across all of New England, with law enforcement saying she could be anywhere from Massachusetts to Manchester, New Hampshire, or Hartford, Connecticut. And police say they do believe that Colleen is in danger. The FBI also now part of this investigation. And all this as the community prepares to gather tonight at the church. Many in the town asking questions about how this could happen and wishing the best for Colleen and her family.
I just hope they find her and she's well, and nothing you can do. You're helpless. I have 3 children of my own. They're grown by now, but I just can't imagine what the family is going through right now. I mean, it's got to be fear and anger, and I don't know. It's just unfathomable. I mean, I just can't figure out how I would react.
And the Rainham Police Department is asking for the public's help all across New England to try to find Colleen. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the Rainham Police Department. And they describe Colleen as about 5 feet tall, about 120 pounds. She has pinkish red hair at the last time that she was seen, and she often does wear eyeglasses. And we are expected to hear the latest update from Rainham Police at that vigil that is expected to start at 6 o'clock tonight. So be sure to stick with us throughout the day and into the night here on ABC6 for all of the latest that comes out of this investigation. For now, we're live in Rainham. Yanni Tregelis, ABC6 News.
All right, Yanni, thank you. And a 12-year-old remains in the hospital after being hit by a car in Swansea. Police telling ABC6 it happened yesterday on Milford Road about 2 in the afternoon. They also tell us the 18-year-old driver from Swansea lost control of the vehicle and it jumped a curb, then hitting the child. Police say the driver is cooperating with police. That child is being treated at Hasbro for serious injuries. And now to your voice, your vote in the countdown to the midterm elections. With the November election less than 2 weeks away, a new poll shows the race for the District 2 seat in Congress is neck and neck. According to a recent poll conducted by the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, Democrat Seth Magaziner and Republican Alan Fung are each polling at 48% support. The poll was conducted by DCC Analytics, surveying 812 likely voters between October 23rd and 24th using a mixture of phone calls and text-to-web services. Other polls released earlier this month showed Fung with a slight lead. This poll also showed 5% of those surveyed are still undecided. And Cranston Mayor Ken Hopkins is encouraging residents to help out on Election Day and get paid for it. Hopkins is asking volunteers to work at one of the 25 polling locations across the city. Pay ranges from $175 for supervisors and greeters to $225 for clerks and moderators. High school students are also eligible. For more information, reach out to the Cranston Board of Canvassers. And Attleboro Mayor Paul Heroux has tested positive for COVID, changing the format of a debate scheduled today in the race for Bristol County Sheriff. Heroux is challenging incumbent Sheriff Tom Hodgson, who's been in the position since 1997. Hodgson hasn't had a challenger since 2010. The forum, now over Zoom, is scheduled for 6:30 tonight. And for more information about the issues, as well as the candidates in the November general election, we do have an election guide for you up on our website. Just log on to abc6.com. And the longtime owner of Escobar Farms in Portsmouth has died. Louis Escobar passed away last Friday at the age of 84. According to his obituary, Escobar lived to educate the public about life as a dairy farmer. The family farm, an area favorite known for its annual corn maze and fireworks displays. He fell from a tractor in 2015, which left him a quadriplegic, but he was still out there and in the fields. Calling hours are scheduled for tomorrow. Still to come on ABC6 News at noon, we'll have the latest on the school shooting in Missouri and the suspected gunman's parents who say they tried to get him help. Halloween on a Monday this year, but some say we should celebrate on Saturday. We'll take a look at the debate. And later, the fortune that is still up for grabs after no one matched all the numbers in last night's Powerball drawing. In national news today, the latest on the deadly shooting at a St. Louis high school that left 2 people dead. The gunman's parents telling police they tried to get him help with mental illness and did alert police about his AR-15 style rifle, that it was taken away. Authorities adding that somehow he got it back. ABC's Rena Roy reports.
New details in the deadly high school shooting in St. Louis. Police say the family did what they could to get 19-year-old gunman Orlando Harris the mental health help he needed. Just this month, his mother worked with police to take away his gun.
She is heartbroken for the families of this incident, for the school.
Police visited the home on October 15th, but determined Harris possessed it legally. Instead, a third party removed it from Harris's home, but investigators say somehow Harris got that same AR-15 style rifle back. Authorities believe he used it in the attack Monday.
They contacted us and said that he had a firearm. I believe it could have possibly been this gun. The officers in their response handed it over to somebody else, an adult who was lawfully able to possess it.
15-year-old sophomore Alexandria Bell and health teacher Jean Kushka were killed in the rampage at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School.
My mom was my best friend. I think we're all still in shock, and I think it brings a peace of mind hearing all of these stories from her students and to know how much she was loved.
Authorities believe the gunman targeted his former school. Police finding a chilling handwritten note left in his car. The 19-year-old writing that he felt isolated and disconnected from the school community. His family had him committed several times to a psychiatric facility and monitored his mail.
The family is fully cooperative. They're also heartbroken over this incident. They've done everything that they could possibly have done, but sometimes that's not enough.
Authorities say school doors were locked and there were 7 security officers at the school when the gunman arrived. They won't specify how he got in, but say he somehow forced his way into the building. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And still to come here on the news at noon, the push to move trick-or-treating to Saturdays, why some say it's a matter of safety. Halloween is fast approaching and some parents are more worried about safety this year, and it could mean big changes for trick-or-treaters. This morning, a new push to make trick-or-treating for weekends only. Cincinnati is exploring the option of moving Halloween festivities to a weekend during early evening hours to improve safety for pedestrians and drivers. Supporters say it would also allow more working parents to participate. People in Cincinnati aren't the first to consider this idea. In 1999, the editor of the Farmer's Almanac pushed for moving Halloween to Saturday.
We did hear from a lot of people that they want to see it moved, especially seeing other communities make this move as well.
If you do it on Saturday, it kind of eliminates the traffic, the business traffic. People don't leave work early to go home, get their costumes, get their children out.
Also making the push, the Halloween and Costume Association. They launched a petition to establish a national trick-or-treat day on the last Saturday of October, saying it would promote safety, and about 160,000 people have signed it. In Cincinnati, Halloween will go on as planned on Monday, and the following day, the council members will examine the issue of moving future Halloweens to the weekend.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Chelsea Priest.
Well, as we head into our final days of October, we are finally getting into some full sunshine outside today after 3-4 really dreary days. We had some very, very slow and isolated improvements yesterday, but it was overnight that we cleared out completely, and now you're seeing sunshine across southern New England. Update on the drought monitor. We are out of the drought in most locations across southern New England. The Cape still dealing with some moderate drought conditions for the far part of the Cape. Some spots along the immediate coastline and out over the islands, abnormally dry. But overall, most of us completely out of the drought, which is no surprise after a significant amount of rain fell for September and then again in October. Today, finally drying out. We're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 60s range for most of the area, which is above average. The average high warmest temp of the day should be 60 degrees. That's where we started the day today. It was a really warm morning. Now we are going to see slightly more seasonable air moving in after today. Today is still quite mild. We have a breeze that's coming in from the northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour for most of us. Few gusts coming in, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Nothing overly windy, but a bit breezy. And this wind direction is a cooler, drier wind direction. So most importantly today that I think you'll notice, obviously the sunshine has returned completely, but the dew points have dropped. So many people were out and about yesterday talking about how humid it was. It felt like a summertime day with the high humidity levels and temperatures into the 70s. Today our dew points are dropping off. They have dropped down into the low 50s for most of us. There are 40s for dew points up to our northwest. This time of year we expect that cool, crisp fall air, and we didn't have that the past couple of days. Overnight, though, going to come back in full force. Satellite radar image shows you the dry, quiet conditions, nice high pressure system in control for today. That's going to leave us with plenty of sunshine, and sunshine will continue for today, for tomorrow, for Saturday and Sunday. So a long stretch of sunshine ahead of us. Again, with the breeze from the northwest, you can see the cooler temperatures right now to our northwest, and that's the direction that our air is coming in from. So while we are still hanging on to mild conditions today, overnight with the clear conditions and that breeze continuing out of the northwest, our temperatures are going to drop. You'll see sunshine through the afternoon, clear conditions overnight. Will be mainly sunny for most of the day tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow significantly cooler. Again, sunshine continues for Saturday and Sunday and will stay seasonable through the upcoming weekend. Today is sunny. It's mild and a bit breezy. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Overnight, though, temperatures are going to drop really quickly. Going to be a bit of a shock to the system by tomorrow morning. Temperatures in Providence getting down to 40 degrees. Many spots inland will be in the upper 30s, and it's still a bit breezy overnight. So that means that these temperatures will feel even cooler than the actual temperatures. So get ready for a chilly start to the day tomorrow. We've been a bit spoiled with our morning temperatures. And tomorrow afternoon stays slightly cooler than average. Again, average high is about 60 degrees. So 56 not too far off from there, but cooler than where we've been, and still breezy tomorrow, but fully sunny. We're looking at sunshine continuing for Saturday and Sunday. Upper 30s and low 40s for morning temperatures, typical for this time of year. Low to mid 60s in the forecast for Saturday and Sunday afternoon. We warm up into next week. Right now, I do have some showers moving in on Halloween. It's still early and so much going on this weekend. We can focus on a long stretch of sunshine leading up to Halloween at this point after so many dreary days.
That's true. We can figure that out later.
Exactly.
Things
Days
change.
Days
it
away.
happens.
The weekend
I like
looks
that
great.
you wore yellow, though, for seeing the sun today.
Yeah, finally.
Our
Seriously.
own ray of sunshine.
Oh my gosh. We needed it.
Yeah, we needed some cheer.
It was getting a little dreary out there.
It certainly was.
Yeah.
All right, Chelsea, thank you. Well, how about this? We need a win, guys. After 36 drawings in a row with no grand prize winner, the Powerball jackpot now stands at $800 million. No ticket matched all 6 numbers in last night's drawing, which that was estimated at $700 million. The cash value of the prize, is now nearly $384 million. It would be the second largest prize in Powerball history. The biggest of all time was $1.586 $6 billion. That was in January of 2016. The next drawing is on Saturday. Still to come here on the news at noon, why Peloton riders won't be listening to Kanye West during classes, and details on Prince Harry's new book from the title to the publishing date. Peloton slams the brakes on Kanye West's catalog. The exercise company says it has indefinitely paused using music from the controversial rapper who recently made anti-Semitic remarks. Nearly 2,000 Peloton classes used West's music before, according to the company's website. A number of other companies have recently cut ties with West because of his statements, including Adidas, Foot Locker, and Gap. And here is your first look at the cover of Prince Harry's new memoir titled Spare. It's set to be published in January. Random House says the book will take readers back to two princes walking behind their mother's coffin as the world washed in sorrow and horror, adding for Harry, this is his story at last. The Duke of Sussex plans to support several charities with the proceeds from book sales. Still to come here on the news at noon, where was this during the COVID lockdown? We'll take a look at this giant jigsaw up for sale. Well, calling all puzzle masters, Costco has the ultimate challenge for you. Selling what it dubs to be the world's largest jigsaw puzzle made up of 60,000 pieces. The final product ends up being 29 feet long and 8 feet tall. To make it a little easier to tackle, the jigsaw can be divided up into 60 smaller puzzles. It features a map of the world with different famous landmarks in lieu of the ocean. It costs about $600. I know you did a lot of puzzles during the pandemic, Chelsea.
We love puzzles.
That could have taken the whole time.
And our entire home.
Yes, that too.
I don't think that we would
build
have,
an addition.
have space to put that puzzle down, although
it's a little large.
60 smaller
There
puzzles.
you go. Do them in increments.
I like it. Okay, I'll think about it.
It's a lot of time.
It is. Maybe if I win the Powerball,
There
I'll
you
buy
go.
the $600
And you'll
puzzle.
have time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. We are looking at a brighter and warm day out there. Overnight, though, it's back to reality. Tomorrow morning, upper 30s and low 40s plus breezy, so it's going to feel even cooler, and we stay chilly tomorrow, but sunny through the weekend.
All right, Chelsea, thank you. And thank you for joining us for the news at noon. The news continues first at 4. Have a great day, everybody.